Hi guys, today we're going to discuss how to trade the inside bar. So the first thing that we need to do, we need to plot some zones. If we look to our left around this area, this is where our last high was. So we're going to plot our high, right? If we look to our left as we go down to recent price action, we have a minor low right here. Yes, I'm calling this a minor low because if we go on our 4-hour time frame, there is actually no zone. We have clean traffic, and if we have clean traffic on the 4-hour time frame, that means the 4-hour candle that might be presented right now might also present us with similar price action. That means it might also create some clean traffic action, or it might drop to clear up the clean traffic. All right. However, yes, we could say maybe price is coming back to retest this breakout for it to go higher. So we'll only know that if price, let's say if it respects this low, the minor low, and it holds, then we can say, yeah, we can actually say, yeah, this low is strong, but for now it's a minor low. And then the next low, that's our strong zone. As you can see, price went higher, it came back to retest, it went higher again on that candle because the candle put back up again, right? And price still came back to retest. So yeah, there are chances that price might want to come back to retest before it goes higher, right? If it is going to go higher, because this could also be looked as correction for price to go lower, because we had an impulse, right? Price went higher, it's respecting, so we could say it's just correction for price to go lower. All right, that was a side track. Let's get back to the inside bar. So the most important thing for us is to understand how to identify the pin bar, right? So my bad, the inside bar. So the most important thing for us is to understand how to identify a valid inside bar. Right. So basically an inside bar, this is the best definition that anyone could possibly give you. Very simple. An inside bar, the high cannot go above the previous candle, the high of the previous candle, not even 1 pip. The low can also not go below the low of the previous candle, not even for 1 pip, 2 pips, nothing. The inside bar has to be inside the previous candle, right? So this can happen anywhere in the market, but the best ones are the ones which are at a strong support or strong resistance. If an inside buy happens somewhere where there isn't a support or a resistance, then it's possibly a continuation inside bar, right? So if we look to our candle right here, this was a rejection candle, but it closed bullish, so this meant price still had chances of going higher, right? However, the next candle that we were presented with was the inside bar. The best part is it closed bearish. That gives you more confirmation that you can ask for. All right, as you can see, it didn't touch anywhere below, it didn't touch anywhere above. It stayed in between our previous candle. That tells us that it's a valid inside bar. That's one. Two, it's at a resistance, right? So those are the best two confirmations. So the first thing is, for someone who's willing to take the risk, who's not wanting to wait for that extra confirmation, you can enter your trade the moment the candle closes, right? So your stop loss should be, normally it should be above the inside bar, but since the inside bar is right at a resistance and our previous candle is sort of outside our resistance, right, you can place it just above, just to be safe, because you don't want price to hit your stop loss and then go into your direction. All right, just to be safe. All right, and then the first TP would be the minor, and then our final target is the support that we talked about. All right, so that's the first thing, right? And then for someone who's willing to wait for that extra confirmation. That's when you wait for the next candle to print. So when you wait for the next candle to print and close, that's confirming to you, especially if it closes bearish, similar to the way this candle closed, right? That's confirming to you that yes, price is ready to go down. So you literally place your trade the moment this candle closes and you push it down, literally like this. All right. So that's what you need to do. That's what you need to look for. All right. It's a very good strategy if you are willing to wait, and if you understand how to trade it, or if you know and understand why it's being presented to you at that particular zone. All right. There isn't much to it, which is the best thing. Remember, trading is all about the simple things. The simple things are the things that make us a lot of money. So yes, the inside bar, it has to be inside your previous candle. Stop loss above the high of it if you're selling, and your TPs, you set them according to your zones, right? If you're buying, stop loss just below the low. So one thing that other people like to do is they like to place a buy stop above and a sell stop below. But I don't think that's the best way to go for it, because if it closed bearish, it's most likely to go down, especially if it's at a resistance. And if it closed bullish and it's at a support, it's most likely to go higher. That's how normally it works, and that's when it actually presents you with the best trade, or with the best opportunity, if you know how to take advantage of it. So yes, that's everything you need to know about trading an inside bar. Another inside bar that you could even look at is, if you look to our left right here, let's put our high, right? I can show you the high of the previous candle, the low of the previous candle. Look at the next candle that we're presented with. It's an inside bar. All right. So imagine if you had, because right now you had this strong impulse candle, right? Let's say price corrected back, right? And then this candle, instead of this candle to push all the way higher, it rejected, right? It closed like that. It didn't give us the full coverage, right? And then the next candle that presented is an inside bar. So if you were to sell, let's say you placed your sell the moment the candle closed, right? And then you placed your sell somewhere right here, right? And then your stop loss just above the high. See, the next candle that followed, they were all below your stop loss area. None of the candles went higher. So your trade would have been safe, and you would have caught the whole move down, the whole impulse down. Because remember, it went down, it corrected back up, and it went down again. If you watched our gold analysis, a couple of the gold analysis on how to find high probability setups, we did this analysis. We said price was to go higher, and then we were looking for sales around this area, and that's exactly what price gave us. And our confirmation was an inside bar. So I hope you enjoy watching this, and I hope it's very useful to your trading. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, or if you have anything that you would like to add, please feel free to message us. All right, thank you all for watching and for the support.